and I want to share with you another recipe. This one's kind of a good recipe. It's kind of delicious. So it's going to be some tortas with cheese and blossom flower filling, and we're gonna make them into like a quesadilla. So first, the most important thing before starting to cook is, what do? We wash our hands. So I'm gonna wash my hands real quick, okay? Okay, and again, please excuse my small kitchen. Earlier I was saying, I wish I had a nice professional kitchen, but this is what I have for right now, and I hope you enjoy it. And of course I'm going to count my blessings, but this is what I have for right now. So what inspired me with this recipe was a friend of mine who lives in New York, used to live in California, and she came for a visit, and she says, "Where are the arepas?" And I'm thinking, what are arepas? Never heard of arepas. You know, as in Mexico, there are different there's diverse cultures in every area. So it's like the cuisine is developed in its own. And when I would go to Mexico, we had the tacos on the corners and the elotes, and we had a lot of various foods. Now, growing up, my grandmother would make corn tortillas by scratch. Oh, they were the best tortillas ever. Oh my God. And they were delicious, and she literally lived off the land, and that's how it was. There was no running water, no electricity, and it was like a mud house, and we visited every 3 years, and it was great. I learned a lot, and it was a memorable gift. But this time, when I looked up arepas, and you can look it up when you get a chance, I thought, oh, those are delicious. You know, they actually fill them up, but I thought, you know, since I've been getting these blossoms, you know, these squash blossoms every day, why not continue to use them and think of some recipes? So I thought, what the heck? So we're gonna make some tortas, and I have some blue corn as well, cornmeal. So first of all, we're going to start off with a cup of your masa harina, which you can get at any store. It's usually in a bag that looks like this. Let me show you really quick. It looks like this, and you can find it in the flour department, and sometimes you can order it too. There's some you can order anything online nowadays. So we're going to start off with a cup of the masa harina. And then I have a medium cornmeal, which is a fine, it's not floury, but it's a medium texture. So, and if you're lucky, if you live in a place where you can find various kinds of cornmeal, oh, that's even better. So I'm going to mix that in. That's another cup. And then with that, I'm going to mix in 3/4 of baking soda and the non-aluminum baking powder. I like the non-aluminum, of course, and a salt that's going to be like about. I would be careful with the salt, because you're going to have a lot of savory flavors in it. So a small teaspoon of the salt will do. And then I have some really fine chopped cilantro, so about a tablespoon. So I'm going to save some for my my mixture as well. So that should be, I'd say that should be enough. And I'm going to put this aside for my other mixture that I want to show you. And then I'm going to do a couple tablespoons of fat. So I use butter. I love butter. And you could use any kind of fat you want. If you want to use lard, you know, animal fat, that's fine. And or if you want to use a canola oil or extra virgin olive oil, and do a little twist of Mediterranean. That's fine too. I don't see why not. And so with that, we're going to stir it. I'm looking for a spatula. Aha! Here's a spatula. So I'm going to stir it in with a cup to a cup and a half, 1 to 1.5 cups of stock. Now, I want to tell you a little story. I did make another batch with the blue corn, but the reason why I have these are chickpeas. These are out. And what I do is, I like making my own hummus. So what I do is I was inspired with a recipe that I got at the farmer's market. And I just put it in a crock pot and make sure they're washed, thoroughly washed. Put them in a crock pot with some water, and it's usually 2 to 1, but just to be safe, 3 to 1. And I'll squeeze some lemon in it and put my spices, garlic, onions if you want, and some oregano. Oh yeah, the oregano really does something to it. And a squeeze of lemon juice, and just let it slow cook. And so what I did was I saved, after I had so much liquid, I'm not going to discard this. It has all these rich flavors inside, and so I use that for my liquid for my other batch that I made. So I'm going to put this aside for right now, and then I'm going to pour it in, and I'm going to pour it in a little bit at a time. Move this so you can see. I hope you can see. I'm going to pour this in just a little bit at a time, and then kind of stir it in. And I want it like a Play-Doh consistency. So that's looking good. Put a little bit more. I mean, what would cooking be without music, right? So you see how that's starting to come together? And you want to kind of mix it up. And what I really kind of neglected to tell you is that I would mix up the dry ingredients before I added the liquids. And you could use a little whisk to mix up the dry ingredients, and then you can add the liquid. But for right now, it's okay. I'll just use this and some forgiveness here. But this is so wonderful. This is so wonderful to have and to make. It's just so delicious. I really, like I said, I enjoy making these, and they're going to be so beautiful. So here you have, and then you can taste it. It's so delicious. I mean, that's good. As long as you have the flavor down when you're getting ready to make them, they're going to be great. So, meanwhile, I'm going to make my filling. And in my filling, I'm going to start off with a little dab of butter here. And, oh, everything's better with butter, of course. So easy to make. So I'll put the butter aside here for when I'm getting ready to put those quesadillas together, and the tortas. Call them tortas, quesadillas, non-gluten. Oh yeah, if you're looking for a non-gluten recipe, this is it. And oh, with a glass of wine, even better. So we'll get that butter melted. So I'm going to start off with, sorry I got my back towards you. Okay. So I have a little bit of, about a quarter of an onion. And what I did was I sliced it like a julienne slice, and then I kind of rough chopped it. So I'm going to start that out. And give that a stir. You hear that sizzle? I hope so. Okay. Just kind of and you want to season it. What I have here is some salt and pepper. And you can put garlic powder in it, you can put onion powder, or if you want that a little bit, you can put any kind of season. So I just have plain salt and pepper since I use it a lot, and I kind of mixed it together, and that way I can just kind of season my onions. Oh, they already smell good. With the butter, oh, you can't go wrong. And then I'm going to add heirloom tomatoes. Heirloom tomatoes, and oh, they're so good. Nice and sweet. And that's going to give it that little acidity. I'll put those in there. This filling is so out of this world. I hope you can see that. You see that? That'll get my sleeve on fire. That wouldn't be good. Can you imagine? Oh, I couldn't even imagine. So, and then what I did was I cut up, I kind of sliced the pepper, the jalapeno pepper, and I sliced it on the sides. On the side, you just kind of slice it, and then I made like a small dice with it. So, and I want to discard the seeds. And usually in the summertime, the peppers are really hot. I didn't put two, so I had one earlier for my other batch. But yeah, like I said, the peppers are really hot, so, and the seeds are even hotter. So in the wintertime, they're a little bit more sweeter, and they're, this is going to be good. And I'll put that aside. And while that's kind of wilting a little, too much. Now I have some flowers here that are already prepared, and what I'm going to do is kind of tear them up. I don't really, you can chiffonade them if you like, cut them up if you prefer. But how I usually, I want to show you something really quick. So when I get them from the garden, they have a lot of little, you know, the little microorganisms. So I just get it in a bowl, and I just kind of soak them up. And like you see, I have some with sim. And you know, be careful with the bees. Again, I've gotten almost stung by some bees, and we need to protect our bees. So we just kind of swirl them around here like this, and then you just kind of lay them out on a towel, and then you get the excess water out. For right now, I'm going to tear this up a little bit. It's not that hard. Oops. There goes one. Uh-oh. This is so fun. Love it. And the color on this is going to be incredible. You see how beautiful it is. You just add that in. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? That is so gorgeous. I mean, look at the colors on that. Ah. So, kind of turn that off. That's pretty much ready. Now I did have one earlier, so now I'm going to put this aside because I really want to show you a nice little trick here to making these. I'm going to get some wax paper, making these tortas. So what I'm going to do is a little piece of paper, wax paper, take a couple out because sometimes after using them, they kind of get a little wilty. So I'm going to get a round one, a round small amount, like a little palmful. I'd say that's about a couple of tablespoons. And kind of smash it out like so. And then fold that over. You can see that. Come over here so you make sure you can see that. And then smash it. Again, like I have my other mixture that I was reheating because I made this earlier. So I kind of want to use that. I think I'm going to make some of the fresh ones because those are beautiful. So just kind of put those. So you kind of have like a little torta. Oh, almost forgot. You have to put some butter. Oh my gosh, you gotta put the butter in it because you know when you put the butter in it, it makes it kind of like a crispy on, you know, nice, and plus the flavor. I mean, who wouldn't want butter on their tortillas? I remember my friend, she used to come over. My mom used to make the tortillas, homemade tortillas. Every day we would have to make tortillas. That was part of our ritual, and very cultural on my mother's end. And my friend used to come over and we'd make the fresh tortillas and she would just slap some butter on it. And I looked and said, why are you eating it with the butter? And she would slap the butter on it and she would just eat it, and oh, it was so delicious. And I tried it and I said, oh, now I know why. And then sometimes I would just take the tortilla because they were so fresh, we'll just crumble them up and make a ball and just eat it like that. Ugh, so great. So we have a little torta, you can see that. And I'm going to lay it on there like so. I'm going to raise this, adjust this heat to go a little bit higher. And then, I can't wait to show you my blue one, my blue batch. Oh, they are so pretty. So I'll make a cup, one of each. So, and just kind of press that down. And, yay! Put them in there. And I have some blue ones, and I have one that's already, but you know what, I'm going to redo this because I really want it to be I really want it to be like, actually I'm going to discard this one since it was just sitting there. That's okay. We have plenty of corn masa. And you got to be a little, you know, you have to use discretion in your cooking. You know, if something's doesn't feel right, then don't do it. You know, get rid of it. It's not worth it. Sanitation is always number one in your health. You see that? Isn't that beautiful? That is so pretty. I mean, you could do this if you could buy some red corn. Oh, that would be so awesome. But you can do this with your kids. This could be a great project, and also it could be a wonderful appetizer if you have like a special dinner. And then you want to press those down like so. And then we're going to put it in there some kind of way. This is so much fun. Like a little ball. Like I said, about a couple tablespoons will do. Press that down on there like so. I'll tell you, with a nice glass of Chardonnay or Pinot Grigio or, oh my gosh, a Sauvignon Blanc, oh, they would be incredibly delicious. Let me just kind of, so now, I don't know if you can see that. Oh, what fell? Oh, my measuring spoons. That's okay. And I'm going to flip them over. So how do I know when they're kind of firm, you know, they get kind of firm there. You see that beautiful golden color? Oops, that one wasn't quite done, but we're going to put that back together. So I want to make sure that they're done. Now what I have here is some chicken. I have a little bit of shredded chicken. So I'm going to do one with the meat and then one with just the flour filling. So we have a couple of varieties. And then you want to get, put this here, keep it away from the heat here. And I just have a small amount. Usually if I have a large amount of meat, I want to put it in the ice to make sure it doesn't hit that zone where it's toxin. And the better quality your chicken, the better you have, the less chance you have of getting all those other little bugs. I'll just call them bugs, bacteria and food sickness and all that. That seems to travel really quickly. Oops. Oh, that's okay. Because we're going to fix that in a minute. Turn that over. That beautiful golden. If you could, I'll show you in a sec because they're just so beautiful. I'm going to turn on that. And I mean, the smell, it's like you're in a whole different town. Like you're in Mexico, and it's so delicious. Okay, while that is cooking on that end, what I'm going to do is now I have some cheese, and I have a variety of cheese. This is cheddar cheese with a casero. You can get it, it's in a package like this, and casero. And it crumbles, which is really cool. So it crumbles, and I'm going to put just a little bit, about a tablespoon or even maybe 2, and put that in there. Oops, on there, like so. And then I'm going to go ahead, bring my mixture. See my beautiful mixture. Look at that. Look at that. That's beautiful. All the tomatoes. And go ahead and taste it. I mean, it's. I don't see anything wrong with tasting it. Make sure your flavors are in there. Top of my mouth full. It's okay. And I'm gonna put one of that right there. Good. Chicken, and that's close to an arepa. And let me turn down this heat. We have, oh, these beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Put a little bit more cheese on it. Look at that. And then I have some sliced radishes. A lot of time, I see a lot of foods made with radishes, and you can put some. Oh, I forgot to put the cilantro in the mixture. That's okay. We'll put some cilantro on top. And if you have salsa, if you have a favorite salsa you'd like to use, go for it. Put the rest in here. Kind of mix it up. That should go in the middle. That'll give it a good flavor. So, this is your beautiful tortas filled with the zucchini squash, and just for side, I put some shredded chicken, and this would be very delicious with some sour cream, or even like your favorite cheese, healthy cheese, a creme fraiche. And I'm gonna try it because they're so good and they're so delicious. Look at that. You know what? Just 2. For an appetizer, we just use 1. And for a meal, maybe 2. And you can add some your favorite beans with that. Salad. Oh my gosh. They're so delicious. And a salsa, of course. It's like having a little tamale. A griddled tamale. So try it. I think you'll like it. I really like the feeling of this. This feeling is just so delicious. Oh my gosh, look at that. Am I making you hungry? They're so good. It's so delicious. And you can mix them too. You can put the meat with this squash flowers. I'll tell you, those squash flowers are out of this world. Thanks for coming into my little kitchen, and I'm so happy that I was able to share that recipe with you. I hope you have a wonderful and a beautiful summer. Stay cool, enjoy your garden, and come back and see me again.